Last week, the Cabinet approved a Rs 25,000 crore special window to provide funding to stuck housing projects, thus giving relief to home buyers and the stressed real estate sector. Naturally, everyone had a plethora of questions about this stress fund. To address them, the Finance Ministry released a set of frequently asked questions on the same. Here are some of those which are relevant to home buyers. Number 1. What will be the criteria for the selection of the projects for funding? Projects will have to meet the following criteria: stalled for lack of adequate funds, affordable and middle income category, net worth positive projects, including NPAs, that is non-performing assets, and projects undergoing NCLT proceedings, RERA registered, and finally, priority would be given to projects which are very close to completion. Number 2. What is affordable and mid-income housing project? For the purpose of the first fund under the special window, affordable or mid-income housing has been defined to include any housing projects where housing units do not exceed 200 square meters RERA carpet area and are priced as up to or less than Rs 2 crore in the Mumbai metropolitan region, up to or less than Rs 1.5 crore in National Capital Region, Chennai, Kolkata, Pune, Hyderabad, Bangalore and Ahmedabad, up to or less than Rs 1 crore in the rest of India. Number 3. What portion of the stalled real estate housing projects fall under the affordable and mid-income segment? As per industry estimates, 90% of the stalled projects are under the affordable and mid-income segment. Number 4. Will this fund invest in cases which are pending before the High Courts and the Supreme Court? No. The focus of this special window will be on the projects that are stalled for lack of construction funding. Number 5. What is the role of the government and the investment managers in this special window? The government shall act as the sponsor to the proposed fund and shall have the authority and responsibility, whereas the investment manager is responsible for fundraising, investments, and managing the fund team. Number 6. Will projects under NPA and NCLT be considered for the last mile funding? Yes. Based on the inputs received from the stakeholders, the government has decided to increase the scope of investments to include NPA as well as NCLT projects. Number 7. The funding is only for mid and affordable segment. What about the incomplete projects of luxury segments? The focus of the special window is on mid and affordable segment. However, alleviating the stress for the developers in this segment may have indirect collateral benefits for the entire real estate sector, including the luxury segment. Number 8. How will the home buyers benefit from the funding? Revival of stalled projects will lead to early completion and timely possession of homes for home buyers. Number 9. What all would be covered under the price caps that are specified for various cities? This price will not include any additional charges for social amenities, parking, housing society, brokerage, deposits, registration and stamp duty charges. Number 10. Will this fund also look at villa projects? The fund will invest in any project that meets its investment objective of completing housing units with size less than 200 square meters and the city-wise pricing norms subject to a cap of Rs 2 crore. Number 11. How many projects are expected to be benefited under the scheme? As per industry estimates, in the stalled category, there are about 1,509 housing projects comprising of approximately 4.58 lakh housing units. Projects meeting the investment eligibility criteria will be financed. The maximum finance for any single project will be Rs 400 crore. There will be caps put in place for a single developer and for any single city as well as part of the detailed scheme. Number 12. What is the expected timeline for execution of projects once funding is received? The objective of the special window is to complete the construction of the stalled projects at the earliest. Accordingly, funding would be structured to meet the construction and sales schedule of the relevant projects. And finally, number 13. Will there be any specific guidance issued for the homebuyers? Homebuyers are advised to reach out to their respective lending institutions to seek necessary guidance for additional borrowing or revival of their existing home loans within the existing legal and regulatory framework and standard board-approved policies of the lending institutions.